Okay, now I'm live. I thought I was live for a couple minutes, and this is impromptu, so basically nobody knows that I'm live unless you're just scrolling through Instagram and noticing that something's happening right here. I decided to throw together this freezing night where in the depths of the cold, that is sub-zero here in New York City, for some reason my apartment, my home is officially neutral, where otherwise I would wear less than this just to feel relief from the intense heat that usually is the squelching existence of my Brooklyn apartment. So I figured that I'm gonna put a little timer on, and I thought, based on requests that have come out, so this will be recorded and it'll be available, that people want power, but people want core. I want core. And core is acceptable in if we call it core yoga, because we'll be able to coreify the understanding of how to move through yoga and making sure that we're participating with the core. So I'm just gonna give a huge explanation of lots of 60-minute focuses, not necessarily all holds, in feeling the core while you're doing your yoga. I don't know, does that make sense? Let's just do it and see what happens. Okay, so I'm calling this a 20-minute exercise program, a workout. So I'm gonna set my timer. Now I know it's happening, 20 minutes. The first one is really easy. I've been calling this is gonna be sort of the, an edited version of a hollow body, and it's kind of like a rocking boat hollow body. So in so many ways, in many of my practices, right, we do a low boat. So you start from a low boat. I started from my face up on the floor, lift my heels, and then tuck your chin, not so much that you close your throat, but you're bringing your front bottom ribs towards the tops of your thighs, right? And then we're just slowly gonna take this shape and just see if we can control a rock forward and back. And this rock we'll do for 1 minute. The timer is on now. We're just rocking. While you're doing it, you start to notice, right, the core, the abdominal muscles, the front of your body starts to engage and incorporate and recruit and bring in what can help you, right? So you have this C curve in our spine that we do, that you would do in Pilates. And now that you've been doing this for a little bit now, you're starting to feel the energy rising. So this is a quick way of warming up where you don't have to necessarily count anything, which will definitely get a nice engagement, right? So we're just rocking. It's easy to kind of slow down and kind of decelerate and pause as you come up and go towards your feet, but it's different when you go towards the back and you lift up and just kind of feeling the control factor in that, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's that. Okay, now we switch, right? So I'm gonna come up and I'm crossing my ankles. My right is in front of the left, and I'm gonna do this successively a couple times. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like that first, and then we're gonna do this for a whole minute. And it's just gonna be a bunch of like crossover, switch and stand. So my right is in front of the left, doesn't matter. I'm gonna lean forward off my butt, come up, disco twist around, and then I've got my hands on my mat, coming forward to plank pose. Right now I'm gonna jump my knees towards my thumbs, but I'm gonna cross my ankles, okay? Crossing, this one has my right in front of the left again, and I lean back. Now I'm on my feet, my butt's up, over my left shoulder, and here I am, right? With the whole length of the mat out in front of me, I crawl myself into a plank pose. Okay, shoulders over the wrists, looking forward. This time I'm gonna try and put my my left shin in front of my right as I jump forward. So, all right, you get onto your feet. You kind of come to your butt for a second, so you can go to lean forward onto your feet. Now I'm going over my right shoulder, right? Disco twist, a little forward bow action. You're in plank pose. I didn't set the timer, so the timer's gonna be on now. And we're gonna do this for 1 whole minute, right? The timer is now on. I'm going left in front of right. Okay? There's my butt. I lean back, I lean forward, go over my right shoulder, and I'm gonna forward bow. So where are you? Walking forward to plank. This is gonna be right shin in front of left. Right. One might be just a little bit more forgiving, I guess, of the shoulder. Walking out to plank. You don't have to be on my cue. You might be doing this a little bit quicker. So I'm going to kind of do right then left and right and left. So right now it's left. Here we go. Come up, over the shoulder, and down. So when you kind of come up from that disco twist, that stand, it should be the open side. That's easy to roll over into so that you can land in a simple forward bow. Oh, that was a quickie. That was 1 minute. All right, perfect timing. Now we're on our sit bones and we're in a high boat with knees bent. Okay, so I'm just gonna pedal legs. I'm pedaling legs out. This is easy. So this is now going pedaling legs into that hollow body, low back. So remember, think of really doing some circles with your feet, which will actually be more of a pedal of your thighs rather than just kind of kicking your legs like you're swimming, right? So it's a bike. It's not a swimming away from a shark. It's a different one. 1 minute, right? So you're pedaling. You can be little small pedals as you lower down to your low boat, still pedaling, and you pedal up. Okay, pedaling to go down, and then switch the pedal the other direction. So let's reverse pedal to come up, and still reverse pedaling to go down. So we're just kind of keeping it interesting, switching it up here and there, being spontaneous, coming up. Let's go the other way, pedal forward, lowering down. Still pedaling forward, pulling up, switch directions, pedaling back, and lowering down, and pedaling back and coming up. Almost there, pedal forward, and then down, right? This reminds me of, I pulled some tarot cards today, and they basically read me on all the things that are me. Pedal backwards and come all the way up, and then you stop. Take a Baddha Konasana, so we take a moment. I'm not gonna go hard pressed into taking breaks or stopping. And there will be just a little tiny stretch at the end of this, but for now we're just feeling those hips. Those were hip flexors. A lot of times when we're doing ab work, right? Sometimes your hip flexors actually take over the whole thing. So if you're working on bringing strength into your core, but you don't have the strength that you really need for the exercise, your hip flexors will fill in, and then the neck does the rest, and the next day you're like, oh, my legs and my neck, right? And all the other parts of your crack. So if you do your actual ab workouts, like crunches, for instance, with this position, like Baddha Konasana legs, butterfly legs, it will turn off your hip flexors, it will turn on your glutes, and bring you up into your core. Right? So let's do a little bit of an example of that, right? I'll show you what this exercise looks like. Right, so you're gonna keep your diamond legs. Actually, no, you're gonna start this, knees together, feet on the floor. You're just gonna C-curve, lower all the way down, then open the knees, right? And you're gonna tuck your chin, look forward, and come up. The knees are coming together here. And then you repeat, right? C-curve, nice and slow, you flow it down. Knees open, and then you exhale to come up, right? Setting the timer, 1 minute on that. Knees together, tuck, roll, bellies in, knees wide. Exhale to come up, inhale, knees together, and then we exhale to go down too. So most of the action is with exhale, and it gives you a little bit more sort of sense of agency. Knees open wide, exhale up, together, and exhaling down. So I'm wearing my earbuds today, which I don't tend to do. I'm not really sure if the audio is awesome in that, but we'll find out. Knees together and roll down. I just wanted to keep it a little quieter and see if we can sort of reduce some of the mufflingness that happens through moving, but you probably hear me breathing a lot more. Just know that I'm alive, right? Sucking in to go down, knees go wide, to come up, knees together, to go down, knees go wide, to come up, and then that's 1 minute. We're doing so good. Okay, this is something I kind of thought was cute today in the gym. Okay, so we're gonna start from a high boat. Show this first on both sides. All right, so we'll go low. Here's our hollow body, right? You could even do this arms over the head. Get a little bit of this little moment. And when you come up, you're gonna bend your knee. Very good, and then you're gonna take a little twist. Okay, this is the simple version. You can keep it just like this, right? Come back to the center and go down, hollow body, arms over the head. Right, come up, left knee bends, and take a twist over your left shoulder. Okay, that's not quite the whole move, but you can keep it as easy as that if that works for you, right? I'm also listening to Gypsy Kings. Is that weird? I used to think I should hide that fact that I like them. And now I'm sort of into it because somebody just told me that their mom really loved the Gypsy Kings when she was little, and I was like, your mom? What if my mom did? What kind of person would I be like if my mom liked the Gypsy Kings when I was a baby? I didn't come up when I was a child. Okay, this is the full version. Knee bend, right knee, left leg straight. I'm turning my twist over my right shoulder, but I'm reaching to the back of my mat to go to a three-legged dog, to step my left foot forward, and then bring your right foot to meet it. Awesome. Very gently, you're going to step your left foot back. Awesome, you're back in your lunge. Right leg goes back to three-legged dog. This is just gonna bring us right back to where we were when you pull your right knee in, sweep over, you sit, and you're tucking under back to where you began. So I'm gonna set my timer for the left side, and you'll catch up with this, and if anything, this is just a squirrely little playful fun thing that you can do, and you will get a good exercise just sort of being creative with this, right? 1 minute. Here's our low bow. Right, hollow body, arms over the head. All right, when you come up, this one's gonna be left knee bend. Here's your twist first, right? Reach to the mat behind you, push into your left foot. You're in three-legged dog. Okay, right knee comes forward, pull it in, place the foot, step the left foot forward, right? Right foot goes back, you're in low lunge, left leg goes back, three-legged dog, and then you pull that knee in, feel your abdominal muscles tuck, right? So you're tucking your front low ribs down towards your pelvis, and you go scoop underneath your right shoulder. Here we are again, okay? Low boat, arms over the head, hollow body, rock it up, right knee bend. Over the right shoulder, three-legged dog, left leg is up. Left foot, step forward, right foot, step to meet the left. Left foot, step back, and then right leg goes back, three-legged dog. This one's pretty quick. Right knee tucks in, under the shoulder. Here we are, and that was 1 minute. Right, here we are. Let's come back to our bicycles. Let's pedal backwards first. All right, so this one is gonna be a low to high, but we're gonna add a twist to it, which is kind of fun. I'll show you what that's like. All right, so you're pedaling, and you're gonna pedal until you get low. Okay, you're still pedaling. When you come up, you're gonna turn and twist over your left shoulder. That's all. Still pedaling. You might even slow your legs, right? Or stop them. Right, come back, pedaling backwards to go down low. And then come up again. And then turn to the right. I'm stopping my legs because I think that's a little bit less agitating. Right, let's pedal frontwards. Forward. Timer is on. Okay, pedal, come up, hold the legs, turn back. You can touch your left hand to the floor behind you as you twist left, or you can lift it. Right, you come back, pedal forward, so you kind of go up and down through the center, nice and even, and then when you get to the top, that's when you twist. Okay, back to the center, pedaling forward.
I kind of like this. Okay, pedal up and turn left. Whew, so it's a nice pause in the center. You can hold your leg or not, so that will intensify the work. Let's pedal backwards. Pedal backwards, lowering down. Ooh, an intense one. Pedal forward to come up, or backwards to come up. Turn over right shoulder. Nice yoga breath in the center to just gonna pace yourself, right? Pedal backwards, lower down. Pedal backwards, lift up over your left shoulder, back through the center, and that was 1 minute. Let's go all the way down to the floor. Let's see. Now we're on the floor, and this is gonna be a nice little kind of tuck. There's a guy I follow, I don't make this a secret, his name is Jeff Cavalier. He does Athlete X, and he's got a lot of great ideas. He's on YouTube also, and he gives a lot of narrative, about what muscles are activating, when and why, and how your physiology works, and also why you wouldn't do certain exercises, which do make sense, but it just takes him about a half an hour to tell you why not to. Just say, don't do it this way, do it this way. I'm guilty of that sometimes, so that's why I can say that. All right, so I lost my train of thought, but I think I know where I'm going here. This one is going to go down and up, but it's gonna go in a little bit of a reverse, so this is what it looks like. All right, so we're up, knees are up, and then you're gonna tuck down. Once you get your shoulders to the floor, wait, so you don't want momentum to go, then pick up your feet and pull your knees towards your shoulders. Right, if you need to tuck your chin a little bit to preserve your vertebrae from crushing into the floor, then do so. Then you want to wait, lower down until you get your feet to the floor, open your knees, tuck your chin, and come up. So this is what we've been doing, right? So this is kind of a more advanced version of the way we first started this. Okay, so you'll get it as we move forward. Don't worry about it being perfect. Okay, knees together, C curve to tuck, to come all the way down, let the shoulders land, then the feet come off, and you tuck, squeeze, pull the lower pelvis towards the lower ribs, and then you reverse, let the hips land, let the feet land, let the feet go wide, the knees go wide, and then tuck to come up. Right, knees together, C curve to lower down, nice and smooth. Right, you don't need to go fast. And then feet off the floor, knees to shoulders. Hips back to the floor, also the heels. Knees go wide, tuck your chin and come up. Knees together, we probably have time for 2 more. Tuck it in, lower it down. Shoulders are down, knees are to shoulders. Hips to the floor, feet to the floor, knees wide. Tuck and come up. Right, arms are a good lead. It's not a cheat unless you're really throwing them, but sometimes you do need to throw them, right? All right, knees together and stop. Cute. Let me just do a little time check because I want to make sure that I'm being honest. All right, we have 4 more minutes, and that's just enough time to get where I want to go. All right, so this next one, I'm going to switch directions, and we're going to start this one from plank pose. And if you're not new to me, right, a well-seasoned, well-preserved MikeeYoga fan, somebody that can stand me and my quirkiness and the abstract choreography and the sound of my voice, and also my music, you are not a stranger to Plankapalooza. Okay, we're gonna start this one in a full 1 minute plank. And like I said, if you know me, if you've been in my class, 1 minute is like chump change. It's nothing. Right, the timer is on. So you have nothing to worry about. Right? The best thing about doing a plank and letting it be efficient is just letting it be kind of globally inviting. And what I mean by that is not to be static and stuck and not think that you can, that you don't have the room or the permission to kind of shift and wiggle, right? So I'm just kind of enjoying the Gypsy Kings from right to left, feeling my side to side and my front to back. Feel my abs. Your core will initiate, right? So we don't want to exhaust ourselves to a point where we hurt our wrists. So you can always kind of take a break on a wrist. Maybe you make an adjustment and you fold part of your mat over, or maybe both of them, and you give yourself more of a pad, and that's cool. And guess what else? Knees to the floor. That was 1 minute on that. Stop that a little bit. All right, we have 2 minutes to really put together sort of our masterpiece, right? So we had a little bit of a flow, that was a knee bend, and I want to sort of incorporate that with also like a little bit of a jump. So this will bring our shoulders, our chest, our upper back into our lower back, abdominal muscles, and a nice squeeze that is sort of our front body. So we'll start this from down dog. I'll show you first. It's gonna be a down dog into that jump forward with your knees with crossed ankles. I'm gonna cross so that my right ankle is in front of my left, right? So it goes like that. And we come up and we're like this. You're going to hollow body lower, arms over the head, right? When you come up, it's gonna be a right knee bend, left leg straight. Here's that twist over your right shoulder. Hands reach to the back of your mat, push into your right foot. Left leg is up for a 3-legged dog. And then you're gonna bring the left knee forward, tuck it underneath, and you're gonna land back at the middle. We're not done with that. Pedal to lower, yay. And then pedal to left, yay. Pause it here and hold. You're up in a nice high boat. I'm not timing this one, we're just gonna use the rest of our time with this and then add a stretch to this, to the end. Right, turn to the right, and inhale the center, exhale, turn to the left. Inhale the center, and then cross the shins, reach forward, plant the hands, hop it back to plank pose, and there you go. Here's the plank that we know and love. Walk down to your elbows, walk back up to your hands. We'll shift back to down dog, and we start over to do the left side. Look forward, this time it's left shin in front of right. Right, nice and slow. You land, that's really cute. You unravel, and there we go. Left knee bends, right leg is straight, turn over your left shoulder, reach for your mat, you're in 3-legged dog. Pull your right knee forward, tuck under, roll in, and you're back at your seat again. What a great idea, right? Pedal to lower, super, pedal to left, right? Straight legs, exhale to the left, inhale to center, exhale to the right, inhale to center, that's pretty good. And then cross the shins, doesn't matter which one's on top. Reach forward, plant the hands, hop back to plank, and then one elbow at a time, down to forearms. Keep your forearms there, make them parallel if you can, and you're just gonna take a little forearm down dog. So this is our kind of our settling, our chill, our balance, our return to the baseline of our Friday night. Okay, I'm pressing down to my hands to lift elbows and come forward to plank. So I'm doing plank to a cobra pose, and that's going to be a nice stretch for your anterior body, which just means your front body, right? So thighs lower, go to the tops of the feet, a little squeeze the glutes, and then pull the shoulders back, right? So the tendency, you might even see this poorly photographed in some images where people are doing cobra or up dog and their shoulders are way forward, and it looks like they've got like this little kind of like hanger collarbones or little pools in their clavicles. Tuck those shoulders back, right? Puff up the chest, pull the belly in, and level head, level eyes, smiling at everyone. Hello, you're welcome. Yes, thank you for coming. Yes, thank you. Okay. Right? the hips. Sorry, I'm a little jazzed from today. Child's pose. Right, so as you settle into this child's pose, give yourself a nice soothing breath. Take one hand, place it at the back of your neck. Keep the other hand, place it on top of that hand that's in the back of the neck. In the back of the brain, the way we process the information that we see, and just honoring that we're able to filter and figure it out understand what we're seeing or just enjoy the surprise. Feeling in your body right now, pretty strong, right? Just got a nice 20 minutes of some creative core movements. Come back up to all fours. We're gonna do a couple cat-cows and then we're all clear, right? We're good to go. So whatever the rest of your crazy sub-zero night is like, right? Go over and exhale around. Take an inhale to open. Right, you might even just gently look right and left. Oh, hello, all the lights are on. They need to be on so you can see me, otherwise it's so dark in here. I live in a cave. Tuck your chin. Oh no, can you hear me? When these fall out, which are chronically, right? They sometimes fall and fall and fall, and I just want to scream and throw them. A couple more inhales and exhales here, which just makes me wonder, are they adjusted right? I think the answer is no. There's a way, but yeah, so many other things that I've got to do too. Tabletop, super nice. So I'm just crawling into a basic seated position, and this is my last stretch for you, and so you take it or leave it. However you like to sit. You might even like to sit in a wide straddle or legs straight out in front of you. Doesn't matter, right? I do care. I'm not saying I don't care. Right arm up to the sky, and I'm just leaning over. I feel my left hand on the floor, right? I feel my left hand actually catching me and allowing me to kind of sink my elbow without having to fully drop my weight into it to the floor, right? So just remembering to feel the right side of the body, the butt down to the floor and the length up into the hand. Your inhale brings you up, makes it a little easier. Right hand goes over to the side, left arm reach over towards that side, and again, the elbow doesn't have to land. You lift the chin so you know that your neck and your head and your torso, your upper body are all in line with each other. That was it. That's my offer. It was power-ish. Maybe yes to you, maybe not. I hope you liked it. Namaste. Namago. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. You know all that comes to this weekend. So peace. Stay cute. Talk soon. Okay. Bye-bye.